It began with a government notice that sent shockwaves through the region. The plan? Drain the mighty Serpent's Coil River, a lifeline for generations. Officially, it was for infrastructure inspection and ecological reset. But no one believed it. Press conferences were brief, answers evasive, and rumors spread like wildfire. Why drain an entire river? What were they really after? The community was split. Fishermen feared for their livelihoods, environmentalists protested, and business owners worried about tourism. Yet, excitement buzzed. This river was ancient, steeped in legend, rumored to hide lost treasures and secrets. The operation became a public spectacle, drawing crowds and media from across the country. Exclusion zones were set, but people found ways to watch, anticipation thick in the air. The government's cryptic statements only deepened the mystery. Was it a lost military secret? A sunken relic? Theories abounded. The stage was set for a grand reveal, and the world waited, breathless. As the sun set on the river's last full day, a sense of finality and possibility lingered. The Serpent's Coil was about to surrender its secrets. The countdown had begun. The unknown was calling. The draining began with a mechanical roar, pumps battling the ancient river. At first the change was subtle, but soon shorelines crept outward, exposing earth untouched for centuries. The river shrank, breaking into channels and sandbars, the landscape transforming before everyone's eyes. It was like watching time itself accelerate. Then, disaster struck. A main pump failed, halting progress and raising the stakes. Engineers scrambled, the river threatening to reclaim its ground. The struggle was a reminder. Nature does not yield easily. Once repairs were made, the draining resumed, faster and more determined. The air filled with the scent of wet earth and history. The Serpent's Coil became a muddy scar, its majesty gone, replaced by raw anticipation. The valley looked alien, unsettling, and magnetic. The water was nearly gone. The real search was about to begin. The world watched, waiting for the first true sign of what lay beneath. The river's secrets were almost within reach. The moment of truth was near. On the bluffs, a diverse crowd gathered. Scientists, officials, and locals, all united by curiosity. Dr. Eris Thorne, archaeologist, stood ready with his team, eager to document history. Director Evans and government officials kept a tight watch, their presence hinting at deeper motives. Old Samuel, a retired fisherman, watched with the weight of generations in his eyes. Folklore and science mingled as strangers shared coffee and stories, forming a temporary community. The river's slow demise had brought them together, all waiting for the legend to become reality. They were a captive audience, bound by the promise of revelation. As the last water trickled away, the first discoveries emerged. Dr. Thorne's team found pottery with strange, iridescent designs, unlike anything known. Ground-penetrating radar revealed a massive artificial anomaly deep in the silt. Director Evans's tension grew. The object of his mission was real. Mist rose from the mud, swirling mysteriously, unsettling even the scientists. Old Samuel whispered, "The river's breath," as legends seemed to come alive. Then, a drone captured an image. Enormous carved stones, perfectly arced like ribs, surfaced from the earth. These were no natural formations. They were deliberate, part of something vast and ancient. The clues pointed to a hidden giant beneath the riverbed. The whispers from the mud had become a clear, undeniable voice. The world stared, mesmerized, as the outline of a colossal secret took shape. The anticipation was electric. The river was ready to reveal its greatest mystery. The final excavation was about to begin. The final phase was surgical. High-pressure water jets peeled away centuries of mud. Under Dr. Thorne and Director Evans' watch, the shape of a vessel emerged. Not wood or steel, but a dark, metallic material, carved with celestial patterns and glowing symbols. The crowd gasped as the ship's full scale became clear. Over 200 meters long, alien and elegant. Bioluminescent lights flickered to life, casting an eerie glow across the riverbed. This was no earthly ship, it was a starcraft, impossibly ancient and advanced. At its center, a transparent dome revealed the bridge. Inside sat a perfectly preserved figure, tall and slender, clad in a shimmering suit, hands poised on a control panel. The river had hidden not a shipwreck, but a silent, sleeping starship and its enigmatic pilot. The impossible had become real. The world's understanding of history shifted in an instant. The Serpent's Coil had cradled a visitor from the stars. The greatest secret was now in the open. Humanity stood on the edge of a new era. For a moment, the world stood still. Scientists, officials, and onlookers frozen in awe. The alien vessel, glowing softly, shattered every known boundary of science and history. Dr. Thorne lowered his binoculars, speechless. Then chaos erupted. Urgent calls, frantic data collection, and a swift lockdown of the site. The area became a top-level security zone. The story had to be contained. On the hills, the public wept, cheered, and captured the moment on shaky phones. The legends were true, but reality was even stranger. The river was a cosmic tomb, its secrets now exposed. As night fell, floodlights illuminated the ship, but its own glow outshone them all. The vessel's symbols pulsed, casting shifting patterns on the faces of those who now guarded it. It was beautiful, intimidating, and utterly alien. The ship and its pilot were a moment frozen in time, thawed at last. Humanity's place in the universe had changed forever. The impossible was now undeniable. The world would never be the same. The discovery was a paradigm shift. History, science, and myth, rewritten overnight. Dr. Thorne and global experts studied the ship, their findings shaking the academic world. The vessel's materials and the pilot's biology were unlike anything on Earth. Carbon dating revealed the crash happened 10,000 years ago, at the dawn of civilization. Ancient myths of sky gods and chariots gained new meaning. They were echoes of a real event. The Serpent Stranger, as the ship was called, became a symbol of hope and anxiety. It proved we were not alone, but also reminded us of our own smallness. The ship's silence sparked endless debate. Was it a scout, a refugee, or something else? The discovery united humanity, inspiring unprecedented global cooperation. The Serpent Stranger had done what no treaty ever could. It gave us a shared story. The world was forever changed. The Serpent's Coil Valley became home to the world's most advanced research facility, Site Serpent. Scientists, engineers, and thinkers flocked to study the starship, transforming the once sleepy town into a hub of innovation. The river's legacy shifted from water and trade to science and the stars. The ship's image became iconic, its mysteries fueling endless curiosity. The pilot remained an enigma, the ship dormant, its secrets locked away. The river was never refilled. Instead, a new stream flowed around the preserved starship, now housed beneath a massive biodome. The site became a monument, a reminder that the greatest secrets can lie just beneath our feet. The Serpent's Coil had given humanity more than water. It had given us a new story, a new sense of wonder. The world would search for answers for generations. The river's greatest gift was the secret it kept. Sometimes the unknown is closer than we think. The legend had become reality, and the story was only beginning.